Hey guys, it's Lori. I have a quiet house for a moment, so I thought I'd take advantage. Actually, let me turn you a little bit away from that glare. It's a little better. Scoot myself over. Okay, yeah, let's see. I vlogged on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. I'm going to be looking down. I have my logbook in front of me, and I also have some notes. I'm going to start out telling you my stats, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about my class that I took last night. So if you don't want to hear about that, then just click me off after my stats. Okay, so Sunday I told you I was up. I was at 125, and I didn't do a correction day or anything like that. So, I'll tell you what I ate on Sunday. On Sunday I had Hayden. I've had Hayden for several days. I'm going to have him for a few more days, and his dad stopped here in the morning on Sunday and visited with him. They had a little breakfast picnic type thing out on my front porch. Whatever, he brought a bag of those chocolate donuts while he left the extras. So I ate one. Just one. I'm not even a breakfast person, so. And actually, honestly, I really don't even like those. They leave like a coating in my mouth. So, anyways, I had one. And I had a little bite, tiny little bite. This doesn't even count, I don't think, of deli coleslaw because John had bought some coleslaw to take to the family reunion with him on Sunday. I didn't realize I was supposed to make a cold dish. Never even crossed my mind, actually. But anyway, he went to the store and bought some coleslaw. And I took a little bite. It wasn't very good either. But anyway, I took a little bite of that. In the afternoon, I had a protein smoothie. And later, I cooked chicken on the grill. Some chicken legs and some chicken breast quarters. I cooked those on the grill, and they were really good too, by the way. So I just had like a little bit of that. I wasn't terribly hungry, so I was putting it away, and I had I don't know, probably 3 or 4 ounces of chicken. That's it. That's all I had. And the next day, which was yesterday, I was the same. I was at 125. Yesterday, what I had to eat, I had sunflower seeds in the afternoon, or like around noon, I suppose. And then later in the afternoon, I had a protein shake. I ended up having kind of a late supper because I went to that class last night. And so I had some chicken tortilla soup that I had made in the crock pot, and I made that with the leftover chicken that I had grilled the night before. And it had black beans in it, and I don't remember what all I put in it, but I'll have to write down the recipe because I just kind of threw it together. But it was really good. I did use some chicken broth that I had in the freezer. I used the last of my chicken broth. And one of those little 8-ounce cans of tomato sauce. I put that in with it, and I put in some, I don't know, probably 2 or 3 tablespoons of taco seasoning, which I'm going to make that a little spicier next time. It wasn't quite spicy enough for me. And chopped up some celery and put in with it. A chopped up onion. I think that's about it. Anyway, yeah, so that was really good. I put some cheddar cheese on top and some tortilla strips that I made. And I did have a serving of that coleslaw, but I doctored it up with some of my own homemade coleslaw dressing. So it actually didn't taste too bad after I did that. And oh, and I also made some of those Hungry Jack biscuits, the big grands. I made those for the kids, and I did have half of one of those with butter and honey on it. And I made the tortilla strips to put on top of the tortilla soup, and I snacked on a couple of those because those were really good. Everything I ate yesterday, I ate when I was hungry, only when I was hungry. I'll tell you in a minute how I made the tortilla strips because that was kind of cool. They turned out delicious. But anyway, I got up this morning and I was down 0.8. So I had like kind of not a lot of carbs, I guess. But I did have some carbs yesterday. But anyway, I only ate when I was hungry, and I was down 0.8 today, so I'm at 124.2. So I'm still 2.8 above my LIW, and I'm okay with that. I'm just going to let it come down on its own, just trying to be sensible. And I am in P4, so if any newbies are watching, just keep that in mind. I am in P4. So, okay, the tortilla strips, you know that, is it lavash? I'm not sure how you say it. The bread that you can get, it's like a flatbread stuff. I took that. I took a couple pieces of that and I coated it with olive oil with a brush. I just brushed olive oil on both sides of it, and then I cut it into strips. I don't know, 1.5 inch wide, I suppose. Cut it into strips with my pizza cutter, and then I laid it out on a foil-lined pan and put a little salt on it and baked it in the oven at 325 for about 8 minutes. 8 minutes was a little bit too long maybe for most people because they were pretty dark, but I like them that way. I think they're really good that way. It almost reminds me of like a sesame stick. That's kind of what it tasted like. But anyway, they made nice tortilla strips to put on top of that, and they would really make nice crackers too. So yeah, that was good. So far today I finished off the leftover chicken that I still had left for lunch. My job canceled today, so I've been home all day. I've been keeping busy at home though. That's nice. Train. So I had that leftover chicken. It was probably just eyeballing it since I was so used to it. Seeing the portion sizes on P2, it was probably about 3.5 ounces of chicken breast. I had a banana. And I had, later on in the afternoon, I was going to have some celery with peanut butter, but it just wasn't hitting the spot. So I just had like 2 little celery sticks with peanut butter. It's not working for me. I put it away. And I just had a cheese stick, mozzarella cheese stick, string cheese. And that's about it for my stats, I think. I don't think there's anything else I need to say as far as my stats go. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about last night, my class. So if you're all done listening to me, see ya. Otherwise, I took the Law of Attraction class last night, and it went great. Really great. Ended up, I was the only one that showed up. So it's kind of like an individual session. Kind of cool. Yeah, so, I wasn't quite sure what to expect, I was thinking like, I don't know what I was thinking. I mean, but it wasn't like a room with fluorescent lights and a dry erase board in the front with folding chairs set up for people to sit in. It wasn't like that, like you'd think of a class of some kind. It wasn't like that. It was a really comfortable room with comfortable furniture and, like real furniture, like couches and stuff. Yeah, and there was like calming, soft music playing with nature sounds in it, and just real quietly. And there was a candle lit, and the scent of sage filled the room. So it was really nice and calming. Anyway, I ended up, like I said, being the only one there. So there was supposed to be a couple other people there, but they didn't end up showing up, and they had already paid. So it's like, that was kind of weird. But anyway, didn't show up. So she doused me before I got there, just to release any negative energies. You don't want to bring that into the room, Which is also why she smudged the room before I got there. If you don't know what that means, you can look it up, or I'll tell you a little bit. Like, I wrote this stuff down because I don't want to forget things. My mind goes off in a million places, and I end up being just blah, 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 blah everywhere. So, kind of like I am right now. Anyway, she smudged the room. That's an energy cleansing technique that uses a stick of herbs. She used sage. And you light it like you would an incense, and you just cleanse the room with it. It cleanses negative energies out of the room. And I understand a lot of people think this stuff is hokey, and that's fine. That's fine. I totally understand that not everybody's going to buy into this, right? So anyway, I have an open mind, and my mind is very much open to it. Anyway, she and I chit-chatted a little bit while we were waiting on the couple other people to show up, and got to know a little bit each other a little bit on a personal level, which is kind of nice. Found out she knows my sister-in-law. That was kind of cool. So anyway, she started the class with just me, and I won't go into all the details of the class itself, but after the learning portion of the class, she asked if I'd like to do a guided meditation. So, and I had told her about the Deepak Chopra meditation that I was doing, and that didn't really work out good for me, but I started getting a creepy feeling from it and stuff like that, so she was like, yeah, okay. And she is a fan of his, but she doused me while I was doing my meditation to try and remove negative energies that I might have hanging in, and it was wonderful. Yeah, she got me into a nice state of meditation. She's a hypnotist too, and she didn't hypnotize me or anything. She just kind of guided me into a moderately deep meditation. And it felt totally different than when I was trying to do it on my own. So it was really great. It really was. I left there feeling like blissfully happy. Seriously. Like, just filled with positive thoughts and energy, and I felt really good. I mean, like when I walked outside, it was like I felt like my eyes were like huge, like biggest saucers, and like all the colors around me were like intense, like really vivid. And maybe that sounds weird. I don't know. But it's true. That's how I felt. And I was smiling and I couldn't stop smiling. I felt good. I felt positive. So, like I said, some people are going to think this sounds hokey, and that's fine. It's okay. It makes me feel good, and that's what matters. So, anyway, she invited me to Reiki share. I told you I say that word wrong. I always say it wrong. She invited me to a Reiki share meeting that she's going to have tomorrow night. And there's going to be herself and 3 other Reiki healers there. So I think I'm going to try to go to that. That's going to be pretty cool. I got kind of a long day at work, and I have Hayden, like I said, for the next several days. So I'm not really sure I'm going to work it out, but if I'm supposed to go, it'll work out, right? That's the way I look at it. And I was able this afternoon, I did a meditation on my own, and I was able to get into the same state of meditation that she guided me to. So I did it on my own. That was pretty cool. It felt good. So we'll see what tomorrow brings, and just see where I go from here with this. And I'm just going to see where this whole thing takes me. I mean, I'm not looking for any, big drastic changes in my life or anything. I'm happy. It's not that I'm unhappy or anything like that. I just want to see where this takes me. I just want more, I guess. So, all right. I'll keep you guys updated. See ya.